Greetings. Today's reading is going to be for fire signs. So if you're an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag, then that means this reading is for you. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you, fire signs. So this is going to be an illumination reading. So I'm going to hop right into it. Holy Spirit, what's happening right now for fire signs? Okay. So High Priestess came out on the side. So I'm gonna just look at that as a reversal. So it's definitely somebody that somebody's in your energy, fire signs, and this individual has done things that they weren't supposed to do in the 3D and in the 5D. So right now they're generating a lot of anxiety and fears surrounding the repercussions of their actions. What else is happening for fire signs, Holy Spirit? Yeah, like it's literally in a breakthrough happening because this dog high priestess, they're feeling the wrath of the divine. And it's leading to a breakthrough for you guys, for you fire signs, because what they did was just horrible. And it seems as though they did it uh like over a period of time. Like, hmm. And then Page of Swords came out. So you fire signs, you guys are seeking knowledge. You're gaining a lot of knowledge on it. And then you're also curious about, damn, like in different time points in your life, like you're starting to reminisce and really think back. It's like, okay, was this karma or was this the dark energies that this individual was putting out? hmm yeah, and right now you're achieving a lot of balance, okay? And then also this dark high priestess is definitely they're responsible for a lot of things. Yeah, with this two of cups energy, you're definitely you're embodying love at this time. Like you have a lot of self-love. It's like every day that you wake up, you feel better and better about yourself. So you're building up your confidence. That's a really good space to be in. And this energy, it's also in the spotlight, like about your twin flame and your soulmate connection. So fire signs, how it's looking is that you have not been um in like union with your twin flame. Your confidence and the balance that you have is gonna speed up that process. But this dark priestess had a lot to do with that because they were kind of like doing some type of magic or something to keep you from having this union. Yeah, with this Eight of Swords, it's like they were trying to cause like a lot of mental blocks. And a big part of the mental blocks was these anxieties and fears that somebody might have been suffering from. And now it's pretty much being returned to sender because all the anxieties and the fears that they try to manifest within you, it's going right back to them. And you guys are emotionally expressing yourself. And maybe that's something that you guys are not used to doing. Or like you never express yourself to this individual, but you're definitely curious. You're curious about what's been going on. Like that's literally the breakthrough that you guys are having. Okay. And with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like they were very consistent. Okay. They had a routine with what they were doing. This is probably something they did every day. They did it probably like every full moon. I remember in a past reading, this was probably months ago, but um I had got a download. That was a confirmation bird. The download was like they were doing it on Saturdays. So maybe Saturday could be significant to somebody. Yeah, you do not trust this individual. And they're pretty much an imposter. Like they're very fraudulent. It fell on top of the galaxy deck. So clarify, Seven of Swords, Holy Spirit. Yeah, you definitely released this mental block, okay? Heavy, heavy release in that. Okay. And with this Queen of Swords energy, it's like they're upset. Like whoever this individual is that's in your energy, they're very upset. Like they're upset because you are independent. You are an honest person. And this person wanted others to view you in a way that, that's just not who you are. And that's a shame. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, justice came out in reverse. It's like they were very dishonest. Like this individual was extremely dishonest. And they're definitely reaping the results of like what the fuck they tried to do because it's like they were trying to conjure up something that was negative. Um, and they're getting what they need to get. Hold on, boo. My bad, y'all. Okay. So how can fire signs move with ease and grace at this time, Holy Spirit? Whoa, it's a lot going on. Okay, first and foremost, um, for you guys to move with ease and grace, pretty much accept this ending. Okay, accept what is all happening because it's all happening for your highest good. Okay, you definitely have a lot of new beginnings coming in. Okay, and definitely focus on that. Okay, definitely do your shadow work, journal, do what you regularly do, whether it's yoga, whether it's, you work out to, work out any frustrations that you may have. Continue to do that because with this death card, it's signifying closing of a cycle. You're definitely accepting change. Okay. All right, so the Hierophant card came out with the Moon card, so there was definitely a Taurus that was playing in someone's energy. Okay, and you're gaining a lot of clarity on that the more that you move forward. Okay, and somebody also could be gaining clarity when it comes to some type of romantic connection. It could be towards a marriage, but heavy with the mental clarity with this King of Swords. Okay, you're definitely a great communicator, and you're being called to continue to do that. Sit in your power. Okay, do you see how they're both sitting? Stand in your power, and you might get tripped up, but you're not gonna fall. All right, so definitely focus on that. With this King of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, there is a divine masculine that is focused right now on harmonious relationships. You're focused on celebrating all the good that is happening in your life and the good that is to come in. If you are a feminine energy, there's definitely a divine masculine that is um their mind is opening up to the idea of having a harmonious relationship with you, fire signs. All right. What are fire signs learning from the cycle, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so what you're learning is that you don't have to work together with somebody to resolve some type of conflict. Okay. And you're definitely moving on from something. Okay. Because you were so focused on working together with a group. Honestly, it's giving a group, but take what resonates. It could just be an individual person, but either way, you're letting go of the idea that you need to work together with these individuals in order to move forward, in order to prove that you have forgiven these individuals. You're like learning that you don't have to be around these individuals, you don't have to communicate with these individuals, because forgiveness is forgiveness. I can forgive you but still keep you the fuck away from me, pretty much. Like, that is something that you guys are learning at this time, and you're becoming more comfortable with it. Okay. Release with love. Yeah. That just came to me. That is something that you can say. Okay. If somebody tries to get in contact with you, and it's like, I forgive you, but I don't really want you around me, let them know I have released you with love. Simple. What's currently leaving for fire signs, Holy Spirit? Mm, Clear cut to the point. What's leaving for you guys is this tower moment. Okay. There was a tower moment that happened, something really bad that happened, and maybe it's like the remnants of that. It could be anxiety, it could be PTSD, it could be something, but that's currently leaving this time moment. Okay. With the Hermit card, Knight of Swords, so it could be a Virgo that is currently seeking the truth at this time, or the truth has been revealed to a Virgo, or this could be representing while you were in this tower moment. Okay. You guys took a stance of solitude, and in the sense of solitude, like, you saw the truth, you seen how people was moving. Okay. It's always good and dandy when you're up here, you know what I'm saying, when you're at your highs, and it's like you went through a low, and when you went through this low, it's like people started to show their true colors, they started to show you really what type of time they was on, and that was the best thing you could have did, because that was a catalyst for your change. Because to be at the top, it's like it's going to be people that's trying to drag you down, and you do not want to have a snake in your circle as you're leveling up. So those things definitely did have to fall out, and it was probably harsh, and it probably hurt to go through that, but you're starting to see, the more that you move forward, that fuck them. Okay. All right. And whoever that's planning your energy, they're definitely exhausted. They're feeling defeated. Okay. They're lacking confidence. They're lacking motivation. They're very overwhelmed. And it's because of the weight of this negative energy that they were putting out. It's like they're definitely they they fucked around and they found out. They finding out. Okay, they finding out. What's on its way in for 5 signs, Holy Spirit? Listen, what's on its way in is you guys celebrating. You're gonna have some time spent around good company. And look at this. It came out in reverse. This means you have a positive outcome, okay? Five of Swords. Five of Swords upright is conflicts and arguments and always having to deal with some bullshit where it's like, God damn, everywhere I turn is something. But you're gonna have a lot of positive outcomes coming your way. Everything is like everything is gonna work out in your favor, okay? And it's because of the hard work that you've been doing. You've been working so hard, fire signs, and you're definitely going to start reaping the rewards of all this work that you've been putting in. Okay? Well, I'm going to ask again because it's a lot of good energy. What else is on its way in for 5 signs, Holy Spirit? Yeah, with this Four of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands came out in this on the side, so it could be that same individual that was, in the High Priestess in reverse. And what's on its way in is pretty much you staying away from this individual. You're not gonna open up yourself to this individual no more. Your energy is completely cut off from this individual. So in order for them to come back in your energy, that is you giving consent for them to come back in your energy because this individual was infiltrating. They were infiltrating for a long time. Maybe it was before you guys became enlightened, before you guys actually started truth seeking and to, see the truth of situations. You know what I'm saying? And you're definitely keeping yourself away from it because you're in your authentic energy. So now that you are in this authentic energy where you're standing in your power and you're being very honest with yourself and the people around you, it's really easy for you to use your discernment to really pinpoint who's being fraudulent, who's not living in their truth, who's not loving themselves, who's trying to project all the shitty feelings that they have inside them trying to project it onto you. Done. It's done for. Okay. You guys have definitely closed out of the cycle. All right. What's 5 signs medicine for the moment, Holy Spirit? Whoa. Somebody is upset. So your medicine for the moment is your wishes are being fulfilled when it comes to some type of romantic connection. I don't mean to pick up Queen of Wands again, but yeah, that's you. Okay. You can Queen of Wands energy where it's like you're in your authentic power. Okay. And it's like, this is something that feels amazing to you because you have been hopeful when it came, when it comes to having romantic connections in your life, and you're gonna receive wish fulfillment when it comes to that, okay? But you've definitely been focusing on yourself. Like all your focus hasn't been just on a romantic connection. You were focusing on your healing. You were focusing on, love in general. And that is why this is coming in for you guys because you guys deserve to be nurtured. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to, get a hug by somebody that is not snaking you behind your back. I'm going to pick these cards up that fell. Yeah, you definitely started to look within yourself, okay? And you started to really stand in your power and, make sure that you're remaining grounded with whatever adversity, that could be, trying to come your way, try to infiltrate you. But your self love is putting you in this energy of luxury, okay? You guys are definitely going to have a good times, okay? So continue to follow your intuition, okay? And you being at peace with the decisions that you're making, that is what is directly leading to your horizons expanding. It's leading to your success, and it's also leading to you guys getting a lot of feedback, okay? And the feedback could be about a Gemini, and it could also be about this union. Clarify, lovers. Yeah. So there's definitely a Gemini. There's a Gemini in someone's energy that is in devil energy at this time. It fell on top of Galaxy. So clarify, Holy Spirit. This our love is called this double card. Oh. Yeah, you're definitely letting go. You're letting go. And it's like somebody had to deal with a lot of depression. Like you were dealing with a lot of depression, and you're realizing that somebody was trying to manifest this shit in your life. And now you're finding direction. Like you're definitely, navigating in your life the way that you should have been all this time. So that's why you need to look at your path at like, hey, I had to go through this shit to get where I'm at right now. Like you're more appreciative of the things that you went through, even though what you went through, you could have went through hell. But you're realizing that, if you didn't go through those things, you would have just been going through life blind, just being attacked left and right and not really knowing what the fuck was really happening behind the scenes. I know y'all see how them cards is popping out like that. Because somebody's mad about it. Like there's somebody in your energy that is salty as fuck because you're gaining a lot of financial opportunities. You're gaining a lot of opportunities in general, and that you're looking at life as how you're supposed to look at life, through a lens of love. And this individual is just stuck in this low vibrational state. It's horrible. Look, the sun card. A lot of happiness is to come for you because that's what they were trying to like take from you, dog. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities when it comes to romance. You're gonna have a lot of opportunities when it comes to just following your heart and following like your deepest desires. You're definitely gonna be receiving that. All right. Anything else in closing for fire signs? Ooh, anything else in closing for fire signs, Holy Spirit? Mm. Clarify. So definitely was a lot of dishonesty, some lies, some trickery, some scheming. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use this like to clarify. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Yeah, like whoever it was that was planning your energy, it's like they had a choice, okay? And they chose. They chose with a sound mind to be a snake. Somebody chose with a sound mind to be an asshole. They chose to wish bad on somebody. And it was with no, there's no explanation as to why they did this. Okay? They were trying to steal your 10 of Pentacles, but you know what? You're gonna get that. Your legacy is coming into fruition at this time. Okay, your success is coming into fruition at this time. Your generational wealth, I cannot make it up. Fulfillment, you're gonna feel fulfilled. You're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, all these blessings coming left and right. When y'all was going through this time moment, you was like, God damn, why shit keep happening? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's up? What's happening? This hard work. You've been focused, okay? You've been focused on being the best person that you could be. Okay. And that is why you're receiving so much blessing from the divine for the hard work that you have done. Okay. And you're also gaining a lot of closure. Okay. And you're definitely learning how to like make necessary endings when they need to happen and not wait till it's too late. Not wait until shit, I don't got no choice but to let your ass go because damn. All right. It could be a Sagittarius that was in somebody's energy. Maybe you had to make a necessary ending when it came to a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius had to make some type of necessary ending. But with this Temperance card, it definitely represents a lot of forward momentum, okay? And it's because you stayed faithful. You stood your ground. You stood your ground when it came to your faith. You stood your ground when it came to yourself, loving yourself. If you are a parent, you stood your ground when it comes to your kids, because you have motherfuckers playing with your kids, bro. Like you definitely are not in the energy of being a victim. It's like you had some shit happen to you, but you were definitely able to move forward. With this Four of Pentacles, you set hard boundaries, okay? You set these boundaries with others because they were just horrible energies. It's like they were just low vibrational. They did not care about you as a person. They did not care about how the things they were doing were affecting you. They were just worried about themselves. Okay? And that is why the divine is putting some fire up on their ass. Ace of Pentacles, you definitely have some opportunities coming your way. Okay, somebody definitely has a seed that's about to sprout. You were going through a really hard time, and even when you were going through a hard time, you still took the time to encourage others. You still took the time to show compassion towards others. You didn't turn into a hater. Okay? You didn't let your hard times turn you bitter. Okay? And that is why you're reaping these rewards. The seed is sprouting because you planted those seeds when you were at the worst time in your life. And now they're starting to sprout. They starting to sprout for you guys. I'm happy for you, fire signs. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups, it's like you waited. It's like you waited. Okay, somebody had someone playing on their top. It's like they were causing you so much emotional turmoil, and it's like you took your time while working on your emotional stability. Okay, and it wasn't for a look. It wasn't for attention. You were being your authentic self, and time is showing these individuals that did not believe in you, preyed on your downfall. Time is showing these individuals that they were completely wrong about the type of person that they tried to make you out to be. Okay, closing messages for five signs, Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody's mad. They mad as hell, but you got a victory, and it's because of your ambition. It's because of your fight. Okay, and the divine, the Holy Spirit, the universe, whatever you subscribe to, definitely got your back. All right, these big emotions that because somebody is big fucking mad. I'm gonna clarify through your swords, Holy Spirit. Somebody is big fucking mad as hell, and they're mad because of your resilience. Somebody is upset with you because you're going towards your dreams. Somebody's like they're upset with you because somebody tried to tap in on your energy. Okay, somebody tried to tap in on your Akashic records, and they see all the blessings and all the good things that's supposed to come in for you, and they mad as hell. Should have mind your fucking business. Literally. So this could be family, this could be friends, it could be a past romantic connection, but whoever it is, it was very unhealthy, okay? And it's like whoever it was that they were like working with, they're having a lot of conflicts at this time. With this Emperor card, it's definitely an Aries that I'm talking to at this time. And you definitely are disciplined. You're very focused, okay? Somebody is definitely an authority figure at this time. Yeah, like you went through a lot of financial losses and struggles. Somebody tried to really fuck with your finances. They wanted you to feel isolated. You know, somebody might have been dealing with unemployment, and it's like you were very creative on how to like move forward. I cannot make it up. With this Ace of Pentacles, you have so many new beginnings coming in, you guys. A lot of career opportunities. You're going to be receiving a lot of resources because you are a good resource to others. And you're going to start receiving all the love and support that you were putting out to individuals that did not appreciate it, you guys. So that's a really good reading. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light. Bye.